Good morning. Probably going to want to get some coffee for this. Let's see. I do drop on. Let me know where you are watching from on this Saturday morning. It's Saturday, right? Everything's kind of a blur. We're getting ready for conference. I don't even know if I'm live. Am I live? Hey, if you're jumping on and you're watching this live, please tell me where you're watching from on Saturday morning so that I know that I am even live, because let's just face it. I'm about to leave for Salt Lake City in a few days. I have nothing packed. I have to get all this stuff ready for my kids, and you can see laundry baskets behind me, and yeah, that's pretty much life right now. It's crazy pants. I've got to go to the grocery store to make sure there's food here, plus take care of myself, plus maybe work on something I'm supposed to be talking about that needs to be written out, all last minute. All right, people are getting on. All right, good morning, you guys. Get your coffee. This is going to get real. I'm a little fired up. This is what good friends do to you in the morning. Just fire you up. Oh, God bless my friends. I love them. They're so good to me. All right. This has been a really, really, really interesting but big topic that I get asked a lot. And recently there has been some stuff that has come my way of, I think, a lack of realistic expectation of what the sacrifices that must happen to have the type of success that we have had in the past year when it comes to growing a business. And I want to be very, very, very clear. This is a business, period. This is not a business in necessarily network marketing or direct sales. This is to have an incredibly successful business in a year's time. There are a lot of things and a lot of factors that have to come into place. And I want to be very realistic with people. I don't want to do this or say this in a way to discourage anybody from doing what we're doing. I want to bring on realistic expectations of what that time and lifestyle and what those commitments look like, because some of the things and what you see on the outside is really not what's happening behind. That's why I pointed out the laundry baskets behind me. Because realistically, I have like 2 weeks of laundry sitting there in the laundry basket that needs to be put away. That's not put away. And probably still will not be put away before I leave on my trip, because I just don't have the time to do it. So here's the thing. Really great success does not happen without massive motion. So you can go, and I see this a lot because I go to conferences, I go to all kinds of different things because I like to see how different people do different things. I like to observe people. I like to watch different speakers. I've learned a lot about myself in doing this and taught myself a lot of skills. I'm the type of person who will watch like 900 YouTube videos to watch how different people do things so that I can learn and develop it in myself. And in this, I have gone to many conferences where people will, I call them spiritual seekers. They'll go to all these conferences and they consider themselves spiritual people because they're going to all these things. Yet they don't show up in their life in that way. They go to all the things. And when I was in graduate school, my teacher used to talk about this. They go to their spiritual massage and their spiritual yoga class and except when they're driving down the freeway, they're cussing at everyone and have terrible road rage, and they're not able to implement the tools that they're practicing really in their life. See, the thing is, the things and the tools and the things that we do and where we show up and the things that we learn, none of it matters if you're not going to go and make the change and take massive action in that area to then grow you. And that is the key thing. If you want to grow a really strong business, then you must take massive action towards that. And that massive action is going to be so great and so bigger and so different than anything you've ever done before, because chances are you probably want a different outcome than something you've done before. You're going to take the things you've learned, you're going to take and grow from your experiences in the past. You're going to let the things go that didn't work. We're not going to take a square peg and put it into a round hole. It does not work. We're going to do a different focus, and we're going to take action in that place. The difference is between people that set goals and people that actually get to them is the massive action they take to getting there. This is the piece that I'm going to be really, really, really honest with you. A lot of you just don't want to do the work. This is going to be so harsh sounding. You just don't want to do that work. The thing is, that's okay. You don't have to do that work. You don't have to do it that way. You don't have to make those sacrifices, but you have to be okay with creating a different outcome. Do you understand that? See, we have to be okay with the choices and the work and the sacrifices we make to get to the outcome we produce. You suddenly don't just make $1 million overnight. I have never in a billion years seen an overnight success. They say this all the time in the music industry. Every overnight success was 10 years in the making. You just didn't see it. Our success here wasn't even, and I'll tell you my sacrifices in a minute, but it wasn't even what we did in the year we've been here. It was the 5 to 10 years of work I did prior on myself and learning the business skills and tools, and massive failure. And I will tell you, massive failures you will never have even seen because I don't post them on Facebook. In running storefront brick and mortar businesses where I literally have failed on my face to get to where we are now. I want you to remember, and you can even ask yourself, especially if you're stuck, and for some people this won't resonate well, but for some people it won't, that makes sense. It won't resonate well, but for some people it will. If you have not failed massively, chances are you're not going to succeed massively either. And are you willing to massively fail? If that means you could have more success than you could possibly imagine. Most people are so scared of failure in the same way that they're so scared of success, because in neither way do they trust themselves. This goes back to trusting you. If you trust the process, the failure is just as important as the success. Because we're going to talk about the ebbs and flows of business. No matter what you do is going to go like this. But the second, you guys, I can't even tell you, the second anybody's business goes like this a little, oh, I'm quitting, I can't, it's over. Are you kidding? This is normal business. Your business, no matter what, is going to go like that. Ideally, if you're tracking your business, it will go like this over time. But see, so many of you are running your businesses not as business owners. You're running it as like, I don't know. Some of you are running it like high school kids. And I know high school kids that would run it smarter. You have to be smart with your business. You have to be smart with your skills. And you have to take massive action towards what you want to create. It doesn't get there overnight. I think I'm so fired up right now because I literally feel like, well, somebody said to me, well, you make all this money right now. You should just help me. Well, you're right. I will absolutely help you. That's not it. But it's not I make all this money right now, because here's the thing. In the past year, the sacrifices that we made, you don't see on social media my messy house. My house is so messy. I was just talking to one of my best friends. I I can't even hire somebody to clean my house because I don't have time to get on the phone and call them. Now, I know this is a problem. I need to put it in my calendar. You don't see that because I have toys all over the place that I have just decided what we wanted to create for our family was worth me stepping over for a little while because this was worth it. Because me 3 years ago wouldn't have even let that happen. My house had to be perfect because it had to be this and you couldn't have dust here. I don't care. My house is messy. Thank goodness I have to hire somebody. Yes, me, hire somebody to help. Okay? I had to let go that I could do everything. We have somebody that helps us with our kids. Yes, Mike and I work from home. Yes, we are here. Yes, I get to go sit and watch and snuggle on them for 20 minutes if I have during the day. And if I want to do drop off or pick up, I can. I can be room mom and all the things I want to do. But also I'm going to be, and this may make some people mad, I don't like making lunch. I don't. I don't like getting snacks. I don't. Guess what? She helps with all those things. She gets them their food. She gets them taken care of. She gets them all the things. And I get to be the mom that works for me. Now, that's not for everybody. And for some people, that's not for them. It doesn't have to be. But prior to even having help, that requirement meant my kids had to have mommy on her phone more. That was time away from my family. I didn't get to do bedtimes the first part of us growing this business. I didn't get to do a lot of the things. See, you don't see those things on social media, but the sacrifices we have made have been huge. And it wasn't just mommy just disappeared. It was communication. It was a family choice. It was, we are all investors in this. And we are coming to the table to really create something different here. We've never done it before. We're going to try something new. And guess what? If we massively fail again, all it does is get you one step closer to the success that you want to have. Now, not everybody has to do this, you guys. Not everybody has to create what we have done this year. But if you do, you must know that Netflix and you guys, when I am telling you, like, how much work is required, you gotta have your key investors on board. And those key investors include your family, your husband, your kids, the people that are part of your family. And when they say, too much, not gonna happen, then you as the business owner have to step back and say, okay, guys, then where are we gonna sacrifice? So this is all part of creating a solid business. Now, whether it is in direct sales or network marketing, I don't have to pay storefront. Okay? I don't have to pay for rent and all those things. But I'm going to tell you, the rent I do have to pay is the time from my family. But I'll pay that time from my family versus the storefront business where I wouldn't even be able to be in my house at least. So you have to realize there's pros and cons to everything, but some of you want to have what I have and you don't want to do the work to get there. That's going to be really uncomfortable messages. It's going to be a lot of problems. Some of you get problems coming towards you and you're like, everybody's upset and blah, blah, blah. I shouldn't be doing this. Well, I'm going to tell you, if everyone's upset and everyone's coming at you, then maybe we need to work on your skills and turning your problems into possibilities and showing how we can grow these people into smart business owners. This went on a really big tangent this morning, but really, I want everybody to understand, and really, I need to drink some more coffee here. The only difference between successful people that reach their goals and those who give up is massive action. And some of you love to study, and you love to do your research, and you love to know your things. If you don't get into action, none of it matters. You could be the smartest person in the world, and until you failed 900 times and got back up because every time you fail, the getting back up was a success. You know, babies don't learn to walk one step at a time. Who's ever watched a baby learn to walk? Do you know what they do? They hold on, they take one step, they take 2 steps, they see their mommy in front of them, and they run. And when they get to their mommy, they fall. And then they get back up, and they do it again. And they do it again, and they do it again until they walk and run and jump and leap and everything. Just remember, some of the excuses we give ourselves are cop-outs that are preventing us from getting to where we want to go. If you think you're going to make $1 million this year and you're not making in massive action to make $1 million, you can realistically change your goal right now. I don't want to be mean and burst your bubble, but you need to realistically change your goal. You have to be in the massive action of what you want to create. Research and study is not going to get you there. It's not. It's part of it. But you got to take the action. If you want to do something different and have a different outcome, if you want to create something different and have a different outcome, you have to do something different. And I will tell you right now, nothing that involves change is comfortable, because if it was comfortable, you would have already done it. The only way to do something different is to create possibility. And the only way to create possibility is to ask what else is possible and then to create massive action in that space. So I hope this inspires some of you to really take massive action in the direction of the goals and dreams you want to create. Get your head out of the book. Read one thing, learn how to do it, and go do it. Don't read 10 things and then be like, oh, what are those 10 things? Okay, I'll do one. No, read one thing and then go do it. Maybe you failed. Good. Go do it 10 more times. A baby doesn't fall down and then just decide they're never going to walk again. Remember that. Well, that's my coffee, and that's my inspiration, and that's how we've got to where we are right now. Massive failure creates massive success and massive sacrifice. Bring your key players and your key investors on board with you and decide what's right for you, because what we've done is not for everyone. You could do half of it and have half and make half the sacrifices. But see, that's you and your commitment to yourself. And if you can truly say, you know what, that's what she's done, and I'm going to do this, and I'm okay with that, to have half of that success, because that's my success, that's my growth, that's what I've done, that's massively winning. A quarter, an eighth, anything more than what you've done already is growth and success. Just remember that. All right. Happy Saturday. Bye, guys.